This is a News 3 Now special report.
Thanks for joining this Channel 3000 coronavirus special report. I'm Amanda Quintana. It's been a busy day of headlines as we continue to cover the spread of coronavirus. There are now 26 active cases of coronavirus here in Wisconsin. That's 27 total. That's according to new data from the Department of Health Services. Dane, Fond du Lac, and Milwaukee counties each have 6 confirmed cases. The rest of the cases are scattered around the state. 246 tests have come back negative. Meanwhile, President Trump is praising the House-approved coronavirus relief bill and announcing his administration is expanding the European travel ban and confirming he's been tested for the virus. All this comes one day after the president declared a national emergency in response to the outbreak. Meredith Wood has the latest.
In a rare Saturday press conference surrounded by the coronavirus task force, President Trump praised the good teamwork on both sides of the aisle to pass a coronavirus relief bill.
We're using the full power of the federal government to defeat the virus. I want to thank all members of Congress.
The House passed the bill in the early hours of Saturday morning after negotiations between Speaker Nancy Pelosi and President Trump's Treasury Secretary.
We thought it would be important to show the American people, to assure the American people that we are willing and able to work together to get a job done for them.
The bill's provisions include free coronavirus testing for those who need it, including the uninsured, funding for meals for school-age kids who won't receive free or reduced price breakfast and lunch while their schools are closed, and 2 weeks of paid sick leave and up to 3 months of paid emergency leave to care for a family member.
We are calling on workers to either stay home voluntarily because they're sick, or eventually, unfortunately, it may be the result of lost business and they'll either be laid off or furloughed.
Meanwhile, that travel ban to the U.S. from European countries is now expanding to include the U.K. and Ireland, effective midnight Monday. The president's also confirming he has taken a coronavirus test, but says he doesn't know the results yet, and that usually takes 1 to 2 days.
Just in tonight, CNN is reporting the president tested negative for coronavirus. Starting today, the White House is taking the temperatures of reporters and media members. This was the scene today inside the White House media room before the briefing. Deputy Press Secretary says it's, quote, out of an abundance of caution to test anyone in close contact with the president and the vice president. One journalist was denied entry to the briefing after showing a 99.9 fever. The government of Spain is expected to announce an emergency lockdown similar to the one in Italy. The prime minister will make the announcement in a nationally televised address. The plan is expected to include the closing of restaurants, bars, and non-essential stores. Health officials say Spain has seen more than 1,500 new coronavirus cases over the past day. The Boys and Girls Club of Dane County is raising funds to support those in the community impacted by coronavirus, particularly in light of the statewide school closures. The emergency fund has already raised over $100,000 in less than 10 hours. Organizers say they're working with community-based organizations to best reach those in need quickly.
This is a time of crises, and there's many who do not know where their next meal will come from, who do not know how they can make their next medical appointment or receive resources. So it is us pulling together within this community to make this happen.
The Boys and Girls Club does have tentative plans to stay open with limited hours and services beginning March 18th through April 6th. They plan to raise at least $250,000 for the fund. If you want to donate, visit bgcdc.org. Senator Bernie Sanders' campaign was scheduled to open an office in Madison today, but says it was forced to cancel due to coronavirus concerns. The campaign's office is located at 214 North Hamilton Street. The campaign says it plans to organize using phone and digital resources. In a Facebook post, the campaign wrote it would host a statewide call tomorrow to create an organizing plan for Wisconsin. The campaign also wrote, in part, we have decided to suspend in-person gatherings and door-to-door canvassing for the time being. Ensuring the safety and well-being of our supporters and staff is of utmost importance. Apple says it plans to temporarily close all of its retail stores to help control the spread of the virus. The company says it plans to close all stores outside of China until March 27th. Team members will work remotely if possible, and those required to be on site are advised to maximize interpersonal space. People can still shop on Apple's online stores, which will remain open. And there's some fun coming out of the coronavirus pandemic today.
I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
Some good advice from the Madison Fire Department. They released this video on Facebook this morning saying that if you wash your hands to Lizzo, you will stay feeling good. Thanks for joining us for tonight's coronavirus special report. We'll be back tonight on News 3 Now at 10 and tomorrow morning with another report recapping the latest news.